Hi guys. Happy Monday. Just wanted to briefly show you how to do today's lesson. So under Google Classroom, under May 11th, which is today's date, the May 11th heading, let me show you quickly. You'll see this. We're going to be looking at the U.S. Bill of Rights today, which was the first 10 amendments of the Constitution. And we're going to be using something we haven't used before. It's called Actively Learn. So once you'll see at the bottom here, there's two links. First link is or the second link is a video meeting link. You can hook up with me between the hours of 1:30 and 2:30 on Mondays and Thursdays, and I'll be sitting in this room basically waiting to answer any questions you might have. Um, but the website we're worried about for doing the lesson is this Actively here. So it'll be your first time signing in, and what's going to pop up is, once it loads, is something that will probably look like this. You'll click on Google, you'll log in with your Google account, choose your Windsor account, windsorct.org. And I'm already signed up, so it's just going to log me right in. But for you folks, it may ask, I think it's going to log me in. But for you folks, it may ask for, permission to use your email address. Sometimes those things pop up. Just say yes, and then you will be good to go. Sorry, my computer is very slow. Okay. And what you will see once you log in is a screen that looks not like this. That looks like this. Okay, and you'll see U.S. Bill of Rights. It might say assigned with a banner here. You're going to click on it. Sorry, I'm just switching to student mode so you can see what student view would look like. So you're going to click on it. Yeah, see, it says 8 unanswered questions. You'll click on it, and then it'll bring you to this page here. And the way this Actively Learn works is it's like an interactive reading. You're going to see some boxes here that show up. Make sure you read them. The assignment directions are here. It basically tells you what we'll be doing today for the assignment and what to consider while reading. Okay. And then every once in a while, you'll see these sort of blacked out boxes that'll pop up. That's where you should be answering a question. There's 3 different types of questions you'll be asked. First one is a poll question. Those are not graded, but they are required. And, it might ask you your opinion on something, and it will poll the rest of the class so you can see how others responded as well. You won't see their actual names, but you will see a percentage of how many people chose which answer. So I've already done this. I chose right to a fair trial as being the most important of the first 10 amendments. And then you would just begin reading. And what we're going to be looking at today is the Bill of Rights. It's the first 10 amendments of the Constitution. This is exactly how it would read in the Constitution. So certainly the language is a bit different from what we're used to, but you should be able to kind of decipher what this means. So we'll do the first one together. So this is Amendment 1. You can see it's in Roman numerals. And it says, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or the right of the people to peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. And all that means is, it's this probably the most famous one. You have freedom of speech. You have the freedom to assemble and, protest. You are also guaranteed the right to a free press, being able to write what you want to write. So here it says there are many different rights given in this amendment. What are all the rights and how are they similar? This is a short answer question. So you would click to answer and you would use this previous paragraph to help you. Okay. And what they talked about was freedom of speech, freedom of religion was in there too. I don't know why I capitalized the F or the S. Freedom of the press, freedom to peaceably assemble. Okay, so those are the freedoms. I would hit submit, and then after I submit, and you have a couple of options. One, you because I'm the first one answering, you're not seeing any other answers, but you will be able to take a look at other people's answers. That's one really nice feature here, and you can kind of compare them to your answer. So if everybody's kind of having a similar answer and it's way off from your answer, you may want to do what's known as revising the answer. And there's a way you can do that. You click on revise answer here. And once you do that, you send me a request to be able to unlock your answer choice. I'll unlock it and then you can revise your answer if you think there's a better answer you could have given. Okay. So, moving on. Amendment 2. Now, Amendment 2 uh, has to do with the right to bear arms. And you can see right here, it says a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. So that is the amendment. It's the right to bear arms, the right to be able to have a gun, um, following the legal means of acquiring a gun. And the government can't tell you otherwise. Now, what I'd like you to do is, there's question 3. It says in the Second Amendment, is the Second Amendment outdated and should it be changed considering the increase in gun violence in this country, in your opinion? Why or why not? You may also watch this video.
At the heart of the
I'm not going to play the whole thing now, but you can see, you can play the video within it to help you with answering the question. You're not required to do so, but you could. And then you would, again, this is short answer. You would type in whatever your response is. And there's no right or wrong answer. You have to respond, though. You have to tell me, what do you think? Is the Second Amendment outdated, or is it something that should be kept in there? And I'm not saying this to influence you one way or the other, but I'll give you my response. I would say probably yes, I think it is outdated. We need to do something about gun violence. When this was written, the power of guns was much different. There were no automatic weapons, for example. Okay, and that's it. Something to think about, right? Many people believe that the Second Amendment is the most important amendment there is. Without guns, people believe that it just allows the ability for the government to oppress us and take us over because we would have no way to defend ourselves. So that's where the other school of thought is coming into. And many others would probably say that, well, that's all well and good, but look at what's going on in our schools, right? Look at all the violence surrounding guns. Maybe we need to change that. So I'd hit submit. Okay. And then again, you can see my answer choice. You can see other people's answers if there was more than one student answering. And then, of course, you could always revise your answer if need be. And I showed you how to do that before. So here's the other thing about this application we're using. You will not be able to see the next um, part of the reading until you answer the question. Okay. So this is incredibly important. Don't think you're done. If you're like, oh, cool, that's it. This is my last question. There's going to be more that pops up. Remember, we're looking at the Bill of Rights, the first 10 amendments. So you're not going to stop at Amendment 3. So you can continue to do this on your own. Again, I am available for help if you need it. I'm going to answer the rest of the questions as well, so you can kind of see a model response for what I'm looking for.